Hey guys, it's Such Sports here. Welcome back to another video. And today we're doing another mock draft where we'll be taking this mock from pick six. So we're gonna see where this one goes. Pretty excited again. This one's been a little bit since I've been doing a mock draft. So um it's 10 teams, PPR, so pretty standard to what we've been doing. So we'll see how this draft goes. In this draft, we're looking at guys like CeeDee Lamb, Puka Nacua, Jahmyr Gibbs, whoever may fall to six. We'll see how the board plays out. This is a beginner mock, so I'm not sure if the teams are going to vary. I don't think it really matters too much in the mock draft lobby. But in terms of NFL news this week, I don't believe there's been too much fantasy relevant news. Micah Parsons did request a trade, so it looks like he might be gone. It could be leverage. We'll see. Terry McLaurin did request a trade. That's going to be interesting to monitor. I think he's going to go back, but we'll see how that goes. And then yeah, not too much outside of that for the NFL world. The Hall of Fame game happened. Demarion Hampton played, had two carries, looked okay. I mean, I'm sure he's not going to play much more until the regular season starts, but we'll see where he goes in most drafts. I've been seeing round four, round five, lots of round four for Demarion. So we'll see where he goes in this draft. That's something interesting to monitor. Same with Terry McLaurin. Really excited, man. We got preseason coming out this week, Thursday. So we'll see how the new rookies look in limited action. But yeah, pick six. Looking at Gibbs, looking at CD, um, looking at Amon-Ra, Jefferson, whoever can fall to me at six. I've been seeing a lot of CD at five, six. So see if we can get him. I can get Jefferson, be comfortable with that at six. So yeah, we'll see how this plays out. We can enter this draft room here. Oh yeah, coming up soon we'll have some prediction videos coming out for the season and some rankings. So looks like this is a new no, it's the same presentation. Okay. Yeah. A little of the sound in this one. Yeah, pick six. McCaffrey is ranked still seven. I'm not sure if we're gonna take him at six. So we'll monitor. I think we can get one of these top six guys and be pretty comfortable with that. So Monra in round two, I'm looking at Brian Thomas, obviously. I think he's gonna have a big season with Liam Cohen. Can lift him up. Malik Neighbors, I'm looking at him. First we'll queue CD and Jameer, and we'll just see who we get, and Jefferson, obviously. Um, the running backs, I'm looking at Henry. Um, let's see. Jonathan Taylor, I'm not sure if I'm going to target him. A little too early for tight end. Might not take that too early. So I think I'm going to just go for running backs and receivers heavy in this draft and get my QB later, like I've been doing in previous drafts. Not sure my strategy is going to be my actual drafts. I might just take QB early, depending on how the board falls. But yeah. In terms of fantasy outlooks, let's see who we're going to target today. We're talking about Jahmyr Gibbs. So they lose Ben Johnson in the offseason. Um, Gonna be interesting. Gibbs is gonna have like a more lead back role. So we'll see what it looks like for his fantasy outlook. I still think he'll put up 300 fantasy points or whatever it is. Like in the ESPN, like how it says fantasy points there, like total. Um, so Chase goes one, pretty standard, most drafts. No really concerns at all for the Bengals offense. I think he's still worth that 101. Even though it's hard to replicate the first overall pick value, I think he's worth that pick right there. Bijan goes two, pretty standard. Saquon goes three. So we'll end up with CD, Gibbs, or Jefferson, one of those. Ideally, we go Gibbs just for the value of running back. So we'll see. Yeah, ideally we get Gibbs here. Gibbs is go four. It makes sense. McCaffrey is available at six, most likely, but not sure if I want to go that route. It is risky to go McCaffrey at six. You don't want to lose your draft in round one. CD just go five. So I can go Jefferson, be comfortable with that. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Take Justin Jefferson with pick six. I think that's pretty fair value. I mean, it's Justin Jefferson. He's not gonna disappoint. Even with JJ McCarthy there, I think he'll have a good season. So yeah, Jefferson goes six, McCaffrey seven, makes sense. No insane reaches yet. Puka does go nine. I'm wondering if I can get Brian Thomas or if I go Henry in round two. Okay, Nico goes, Genti does go. So BTJ might be gone here, these next two picks. I'm hoping Henry is there. So I can snag him, but take him at absolutely a pick 15. Yeah, I think Genti is valued a little too low. I think he should be going around where eight or nine, where Monra is. Brian Thomas does go. So ideally, we get Henry here, and we're left with a pretty easy decision. Or Malik Neighbors. I'd do either of those. Either of those picks. But yeah, I think Brian Thomas Gents are going to be steals their ADP. I mean, they're going to be. Oh, Henry is available, so I'm going to go ahead and take him. Yeah, it makes most sense with Drake London. Jonathan Taylor. I have one star running back in my sorry receiver right now. So I got my star running back now and Henry Jefferson, great start for me. Um, big name value, but I think they're both going to be great. So getting Henry there is obviously great. Lad McConkey is my next target. Could go Lamar and stack Henry. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I might just stack the receivers and running backs. Ideally want to get a second running back here, but I don't know if they're going to fall. Any of them are going to fall. As Jacobs does go there, London goes, Taylor goes. I think I got Henry at fair value. Taking him in round two, pick five. So I think I got good value. AJ Brown falling to almost round three. That's a good pick for Dylan's team. He can get someone else along with AJ Brown. I wonder who he took in round one. Yeah, Bijan, AJ Brown, and he can get probably Kyron or McConkey. That's a great start for him. So yeah, in terms of the board here, I'm looking at Lad McConkey as a second receiver. There's obviously a lot of value at receiver in this like in fantasy this year. So I could wait on receiver down the board. And just go running back here with Kyron Williams there. Chase Brown, obviously a good option. I'm not sure if taking him in round three. I'd be more comfortable around four taking him. So see if McConkey does fall to me. Because if he does, then I'm fine with taking like another running back. Kyron does not fall to me. McConkey does not either. So that makes it interesting. Now looking at pivot, Lamar Hurts, all the QBs are there, but I don't know if I want to take them. JSN would be a solid pick here. He'll still get PPR targets in the Seahawks offense. He'll be pretty much a standout. Could go Trey McBride. He's gonna have another big season. Don't know if I want to do that. Devontae, Tyreek, not sure if I want to take them. T. Higgins is interesting. We have to go JSN, I think. Mix it up. Just go PPR heavy. I think I'm gonna go JSN. Probably won't regret that, I don't think. Oh yeah. I want to go James Cook. This is tough. I'll go JSN. I'll get my second receiver. Great PPR value to have in JSN. Yeah, as Tyreek goes, I don't think JSN at round three, pick six is a reach by any means. Because Chase went on right before me, I would have probably taken him. Well, reconsidered and taken him. But yeah, second running back is looking a little iffy. I can get Marion and be pretty comfortable with that. Could get Wilson with my next pick. I just think he's gonna get fed the ball. Justin Fields always feels one receiver. I've been saying this in every mock draft, but I think Wilson has a good season and probably surpasses where T. Higgins and Devontae are going. As long as the Jets play like Garrett Wilson and they by the end of the season. Josh Allen goes round three, pick 10. Lamar's still available. Now at this point, if Lamar falls to me now, I'd be comfortable with that. Jaden did go round two. That is early. That's a big reach for me. I wouldn't take Jaden in round two. Yeah, I'd be more comfortable end of round three. I think that's where I would go the QBs. But now Lamar available with round four makes it really interesting. Could stack him and Henry. Could also just pivot and go Amari and Hampton. Because I don't think I'm gonna get in round five. Yeah, I'd be comfortable with any of these picks that I have in my queue. I picked 35, so I think I'm just gonna go with one of those. Yeah, I'm really shocked Lamar is still there in the middle of round four. Oh, there he goes, round four, pick four. Yeah, I was gonna say I can get my second running back now and then get receiver. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take Marion, get him now, and then worry about receiver. The next pick. Getting a Marion Hampton round four, pick five, I think it's fair value. He's gonna get fed the ball. A lot of hype around him. I think I'm gonna just take him and hope that his value pans out. But yeah, for my flex, Mike Evans, Marvin Harrison, Garrett Wilson, I'm comfortable with any of those as long as they follow me. Evans is probably I'm the most like bearish on just because losing Liam Cohen, he gets a year older. Always risk for injury. He pulls a hamstring, pretty much cooked. So can't predict injuries, but see where he goes. Garrett Wilson goes round four, pick eight. I think that's a big fall for him. Kenneth Walker went a little early. I would have gone Hampton over Walker, but just because of the injury risk of Hawker, I feel like he's always out a few games a year. McLaurin goes around five. Yeah, that makes sense. Joe Burrow still available. Mike Evans still available. My flex is pretty open. I mean, I can go Breece Hall and be pretty comfortable with that. I can go Mike Evans, Cortland Sutton. I could take Joe Burrow. I feel like that'd be a good. Actually, Joe Burrow would be perfect here. I don't think he'll fall, but yeah, if I get Burrow, then I'm absolutely happy with that. Unless I want to wait, is there another QB that I like? Mahomes is later down the line. I don't think he'd be a back pick. Burrow does go around five, pick three. That makes sense. I would have definitely taken him if he had fallen, but that's all right. Brees Hall is still available. I think he'll be pretty good vocal point in the Jets offense. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's a tough sledding here with who's available. Brees Hall, Connor, and Kamara. In hindsight, I could have gone receiver again and taken Marvin Harrison and then waited or Garrett Wilson and then taken running back here, but I don't mind him Ryan Hampton in run four at all. Cortland Sutton is obviously probably the best receiver pick here. Maybe DK. Mahomes is also obviously available too, but I'm not going to take him. Metcalf is there. Ooh, Metcalf is interesting. Receiver one in Pittsburgh. He'll get fed the ball. Not a huge PPR threat, but I could take Metcalf and be pretty happy with that. Um, James Conner is available. I could take Conner. Ooh, I can go Sutton here. This is tough. This is a really tough pick. I might just go James Conner. No, we'll take DK Metcalf. Let's go Metcalf. Definitely a risky pick, but I think he'll have a good season with Rodgers there. He'll Rodgers will feed him the ball, so we'll see how that goes. Not the best PPR pick by any means, but Metcalf's solid. Don't mind that. Sutton is available. That's my next lean, I think. Mahomes is available. I can go him at QB. Tight end, I'm gonna fade a little bit. I'm just gonna wait on receiver. As both the running backs went after that, Connor, Mixon, and Kamara all go. Or I guess yeah. Um, Where'd Metcalf go? Yeah, Connor and Mixon went after me, so that makes sense. Sutton does go, so I could have taken him there, but it's all good. I feel like that was my only miss, round five. Metcalf was definitely a tough decision to make. They're only at 30 seconds, so I'm not the most upset about that. I'll take him. Henderson, I want to target also. Any other running backs I would like to take. Caleb Johnson would be a solid pick. I could stack him. Metcalf, Zay Flowers is available. I'd be pretty solid. Be targeting heavy receiver there. I can go Mahomes and just be. I think Mahomes will have a bounce back year in fantasy. So you know what, we'll do it. We'll take Patrick Mahomes here, round six. Definitely I think it's a little bit of a reach, but I don't mind taking Mahomes there. Got a lot of big names, Mahomes, Henry, and Jefferson, but absolutely take that start to the draft. I will now wait for um Trayvon Henderson or Jacoby Myers or Stephon Diggs at this point. Travis Hunter's interesting. Haven't taken him in a draft yet, but could target him. Definitely an option. Let's see. Jalen Waddle is available. I'm not sure I'm going to target him. Devontae Smith. Um, Really the second option in Philly at receiver. So I'm not sure if I want him. I want all the one options um, that I can get possibly. I mean, Jacoby Myers would be great in round seven. So I think he'll get a lot of PPR just volume there. So, ooh, Hawkinson falling around seven is interesting. Probably would have taken him if available at pick 66, but doesn't fall. Yeah, Mahomes and Metcalf are interesting picks. I don't mind them at those slots. So hopefully we can snag Henderson here if he's available. I feel like that'd be pretty nice. And he is still available with two picks to go. I think he was going to go in the next two picks, but we shall see. Jameson Williams is available. I could definitely take him and then just be set at receiver. But do want Jacoby Myers. So gonna be looking at running back, I think. David Montgomery is available. I think at that point he's still a good flex option. Um, really good depth to have at running back. I feel like I'm pretty strong at receiver and running back. We can look at the other teams in a bit after this pick. RJ Harvey goes over Trayvon Henderson. That's interesting. Caleb Johnson goes. I'm gonna take Trayvon Henderson just because he won't be available in the next pick. So I'm gonna get him, get my top bench running back, and then I'm gonna take Jacoby Myers or Stephon Diggs with my next pick. Travis Kelce goes round seven. But yeah, looking at the team so far, I kind of like pick one. J.D. doesn't chase is interesting. I don't love that receiver depth with Waddle. The running backs are definitely a little weak with Hubbard as RB2, but I like the Bijan team a lot. You get Bijan, AJ Brown, Kyron. You still get great receivers in Mike Evans. Hurts, you get probably on receiver at the Hurt spot, but um, solid team. Pick three is great. Wow, they got Barkley, JT, McConkey, Garrett Wilson, Joe Burrow. That's a really strong start. A little weaker with Roma Dunze and Rashid Rice, but really strong start in my opinion. Pick four's team, Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm just gonna be in the clock here, so we're gonna look at pick four next. But Jacoby Myers is still there. Diggs goes round eight. Yeah, that's what I expected. If I can get Myers, my next pick, that would be probably the best value in terms of who's available. I mean, looking at Matthew Golden as a good value, but I have so many rookies. I don't mind taking another rookie, but Would like Myers with how much volume he's gonna get. Um, yeah, Myers is available. Pollard goes around 8. Okay, interesting. So I'll definitely take Jacoby. I'll bounce on that pretty easily. Let's see. Yeah, we're at pick 4, right? So Jahmyr Gibbs, Josh Jacobs, Bowers, Adams. Don't love the receivers. That's not a good receiving team, but CD, Drake London, Chase Brown. Joel's team's okay. I like my team a lot, obviously. Definitely top 2, I'd say. I think it's the second best team, I think, if not the best. I think it's second best behind the Saquon team. The McCaffrey team is pretty solid. Lamar, Tyreek, Neighbors, a lot of potential there, a lot of upside there. I like John's team a lot. I don't like Mixon, but I like James Cook and I like BJJ and Amon Ra. McBride's solid too. Pick 9 is pretty solid. Pick 10, yeah, Kittle, Josh Allen. You really punting on running back. I don't love pick 10 team, but yeah, I like how my team's played out. Still could go tight end and go Evan Ingram if I wanted to, as he just does go as I said that. Bo Nick's still available, so I would have probably taken a running back or receiver than taken Bo, but I'm pretty comfortable with this. This is a tough spot to be in. Just gonna go best field receiver like or flex. Probably queue up a tight end later. There's a lot of tight ends available that I like Ferguson, Kraft. This is tough, man. I'm gonna go Debo. Just get the. I think he's gonna have a big bounce back year in the Cliff Kingsbury offense. He's gonna get a lot of design plays for him, so I think that's a pretty safe pick. At this point in the draft. So let's see here. Jalen Warren is available. J.K. Dobbins, I don't love. I have my 3 running backs. So I don't really need more than that right now. I'll probably take a running back later, like Eckler, for the PPR value. But yeah, still punting on tight end a little bit. Ooh, Bo Nix around 9, pick 9 is great value. Jordan Addison, great value there. But yeah, I think I'm getting super solid value with Myers, Debo, and Henderson. Pretty consistent theme where I've gone with previous drafts and with those benches. Scatterbo, not huge on. I'm picking next. So I can go Juwan, but he's definitely injured. He's definitely injured right now. Ricky Pearsall's solid. Pittman would be really good for fantasy. I could queue him up. Queue up Jaden Reed. I think Reed at that value is fine. Dak is a good value. I think the same bye week as Mahomes, so might not play him. Um, but yeah, just waiting on this next pick. Yeah, I really don't like pick 10's team. Don't love the strategy going at Kittle and Josh Allen. They're both great and they're gonna finish great, obviously, but running back 2 is definitely a need for his team, even though it's just a mock. Michael Pittman available. Keon Coleman could take a swing on him. I'll do it. I'll take a swing on Keon Coleman. So I got my receivers pretty much set in Myers, Samuel, Keon, Jefferson, Chasen. I got 6 receivers, so don't need too many more. Could really just start throws at running back now, get my tight end and call it. I mean, I think this is a really solid draft. I got 2 great receivers, 2 great running backs, and then built my team solid around those 4 players. So can't complain about that. I am gonna queue. Oh, weird Ferguson. I'm gonna queue Ferguson. I'm gonna queue Kraft as well. Mooney could be a solid option, but I don't need more running receivers. So I'm gonna go running back heavy the next 2 picks. Probably take Eckler if he's available. So hopefully targeting him. Quinshon Judkins could be a solid pick despite the arrest. I mean, at that point, he could be. I'm gonna take Eckler around 11. I mean, it's fair. Take him. He'll get fed touches, even though he's a little washed. I think at least. But 2 commanders there with Eckler and Debo, but I don't mind that. Let's see here. Jordan Mason could be a solid handcuff to Aaron Jones. There'll be a split workload between those 2. I think that was reported this week. So could get a second QB. Could take a swing on Drake May. Could take a swing on DJ McCarthy. I think May will be great this year, so I'll probably just take him late. Could get my tight end now and take Ferguson, or I could just take another running back. Yeah. So I think this draft played out really well for us. Getting the bench we wanted, getting the studs we wanted. So yeah, I mean, I'll take Jordan Mason. Get another. Why not get another just running back dart throw? It's got 3 running backs, 2 receivers on the bench, I believe. Yeah. So we get our tight end now. It'll be a weak point in the fantasy report on ESPN. You get tight end, but I think Ferguson's great value in round whatever. This is round 12, 13. So at this point, you're drafting flyers. I think Ferguson's gonna have a great year. He will be the 3rd option on the Dallas offense, but I still think he'll put up touchdowns and he'll still get 6, 7 targets a game, 8 targets a game. I think it's solid. But yeah, I think this draft turned out really well. I don't like some of the other teams had they drafted pick 10 did, with Kittle and Josh Allen. While those are great picks, I think Kittle's gonna have a big year. Same with Josh Allen. I don't love his running back, so that could be a weak point there. But he does have 2 positional advantages. So there's always different strategies to look at when you're drafting like this. Very interesting to monitor how that team does. Obviously just the mock drafts. We won't see how that team does, but cool, interesting to see that strategy actually put into place. I'm gonna go Ferguson or go defense here. As Quinton round 13 at this point is good value. Oh, I can go Denver, Pittsburgh defense. Probably Denver, just because of the values there. Yeah, we'll go Denver, and then I can just go Ferguson. Actually, Ferguson won't be there, so I'll just get him now. And then I'll go my defense. It's a lot of them are auto pick. But yeah, after take this defense, I'll just take whoever is my last bench spot, and then probably announce this draft. But yeah, this was a solid draft. I'd say a 7.5, 8 out of 10. Given how the board fell, I'll go ahead and take Pittsburgh defense. Oh, Broncos defense was available, but that's okay. All good. Tootin will probably end up taking if he's available, or I was gonna like some sort of handcuff there. But yeah, I think seeing those different strategies play out was really interesting with that QB tight end back to back and punting and running back is really interesting. I wouldn't personally do that, but interesting to see how they did that. Any other interesting strategies that I saw? Not really. I mean, two running backs in a row is pretty common. Nothing insane. Jaden Daniels, Ray Daniels round two is kind of pretty high for him. So yeah, I'll go ahead and take Drake May, my last bench spot. So two Commanders, two Patriots there. Gonna get my kicker, but yeah, taking Jaden Daniels that early is a little interesting. I wouldn't have done that, but yeah, interesting there. But yeah, that's gonna be the draft. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna take Aubrey here before I end off this video, but I'll see you guys in the next mock draft pretty soon here. Thanks.